Topic: Solution Development, HTML. Aim of lesson. This lesson will give you an opportunity to understand the scope of content that will introduce the hypertext markup language, used for creating web pages of a website, and lay the foundation for your preparation to successfully answer the HTML question. Question 6. In an NSC CAT practical paper. Introduction. In the 21st century, people find it hard to imagine a world without computers and the internet. With the mother's milk, everyone seems to develop the ability to use a web browser on a variety of platforms. From mobile to desktop, we use web browsers to search for information, read up on current events, watch videos, and even manage files. The websites we go to present information in a way that we can understand and navigate. These websites were created using several nifty technologies that still use HTML in one form or the other in order to bootstrap themselves and take effect. Concepts and skills. I reinforce the concepts of websites, web pages, hyperlinks and URLs, HTML syntax, basic HTML tags, black small square opening tags, black small square closing tags, HTML comments, a structure and design of a simple HTML page. Can you give specific names of applications that allow you to view websites on the internet? Explain step by step how to get to a specific website. Identify some features that web pages have in common with word processing documents. Activities/assessment. Activity 1. You may remember that the World Wide Web consists of many websites that are hosted on a great number of computers around the globe. The www is just one of many applications of the Internet and computer networks. Mitchell, 2020. A website usually consists of several web pages that have links to one another as well as the other websites elsewhere on the Internet. When you want to see a web page from any of such websites, you will most likely need a web browser like Chrome, Edge, or Firefox. Each of the browsers will provide you with a URL bar where you can enter a web address for the web page you want to see. You could guess that URL is the term for a web address, and it stands for a Uniform Resource Locator, which can loosely be rephrased as standard way web pages are found. An example of a URL where this very lesson can be found is https://wseed.ca/categories/learning-material. Follow the URL above using your browser and find the download link for this lesson. Explain the difference between email and web addresses. Activity 2. Web pages often organize content, e.g., text and images, in a way similar to word processing documents. The web pages may feature headings, paragraphs, lists, and more. Also, jumping from a place in the document to another using the links, or hyperlinks, if we have to use the term, is possible without breaking a sweat. For web pages, though, if we want to create them, you will need to be able to write HTML, hypertext markup language, code. So, how can you get a glimpse of how HTML code looks like on a real example? Either on the same website https://wseedportal.ca or https://google.com. Place your mouse over the web page, right? Click for the pop-up menu, then click on View Page Source. Based on what you see, explain what you think is happening in the HTML code by finding places in the code that make sense at this stage. If anything does, you are better than most. Smiling face. Activity 3. In order to be good at HTML, you need to remember these basics. A web page consists of elements, parts, that are written as HTML tags. Most tags come in pairs. O, the opening tag. O, the closing tag. The tags for different elements usually hug smiling face, encapsulate one another. Do the following to get a better idea of the basics. Imagine an onion and pay special attention to the onion rings. Figure 2, red onion, image from Quality Food, AE. Now, let's cut another one in half and zoom in to see how the pairs of tags hug one another as if they were part of an onion. If the picture of the onion with the HTML code over it is starting to make sense, see the following t-shirt, so cool, that describes the basic structure of an HTML document, a web page, in a different way. Activity 4. To create an empty web page, do the following. Create an empty text file and rename its extension to HTML, e.g., indexed, txt indexed, HTML. I edit the index HTML in Notepad++ or Notepad by adding the code that follows. HTML head body /HTML. Save the file indexed HTML and open it in your web browser. You should be able to see a blank HTML page. Congratulations! Activity 5. Of course, the web page comes alive only after you can display something to the user viewing your website. In order to do so, remember the following. The tags for the title of the web page that must be displayed in the Browser tab will go between the head tags. Anything else, headings, paragraphs, lists, etc., will go between the body tags. Whenever you do not want anything to appear on the page, you can use the special comment tags. This text will not appear. With this in mind, create a new HTML document. Do the following actions. Use https://www.w3schools.com/html when you need to look up the information on the tags you will need. Add a web page title that will be displayed in the Browser tab. Change the background color of the web page. Add a heading of your choice. Add a horizontal rule line across your web page. Add 2 paragraphs with any short text. Add a comment between the paragraphs such that the comment text of your choice will not display when viewed in the browser. Change the font of a specific word. Make that word bold and italic at the same time. Consolidation. In this lesson, you learned the basics of HTML. This will enable you to write more complex code later this year in the lessons that follow. Note: the questions given with the activities above are used for consolidation purposes. Values. Laying the foundations for a democratic and open society, where HTML coding skills are an enabling factor of sharing your views with the world. E-resources. HTML tutorial. ND. Retrieved from W3C Schools. https://www.w3schools.com/html. Mitchell, the 2020, February 2nd. www. World Wide Web. Retrieved from lifewire.com. https://www.lifewire.com/history-of-world-wide-web-816583. Thanks for watching. Please do not forget to like, share, and most important, subscribe to the channel.